like, you know your kids best. You know, you work with them every single day. You're the one that invests every single minute of that practice in them.
And outside of practice.
Yeah.
Like at night, thinking like, oh man, how is this routine going to go? What should I do? What drill should I do if she's not understanding this drill?
Yeah,
like,
you literally go home and just like stress about it.
I know.
Like,
There's that quote that goes around on Instagram all the time that's like, if you follow the sports pages, it's like there are adults that think about that lose sleep thinking about your kid's success.
Yeah,
and like that is 100% true, because you're just sitting there like, Instagram feed is nothing but drills, and you're just like, oh, should I put this drill in? Should I put that drill? Like, maybe she'll understand it like this. Maybe I need to be a tougher coach. Maybe I need to be whatever it is, right? But I remember that. I do remember that. I don't remember the specifics, but now that you reminded me, I remember that. I remember those moments. It's funny now because we were 100% being rebels about it, and
we're so stubborn too that we're like, whatever, let's do it.
We just do it. I think the parents were like happy about it, and I think ultimately it ended up working out, and all of a sudden it's like it's nothing now, right? Is that one of the things that as a head coach now you think about? Like you have a staff, so like you have coaches that work under you. Do you let them make those decisions now, or is it hard for you to like listen to me because I know what's right?
Yeah, I'm very adamant about like letting them grow and letting them learn also on their own. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I always had somebody stepping on my toes, and how annoying it was knowing that I was one of those people that always raised my hand and offered myself for, you know, like, does anybody need to stay extra time? Can anybody take over this group? Can anybody do this? And I was always like, me, you know, I was always the one that was willing to put a lot of work in. And then anytime that I felt like I had somewhat of success, I felt like somebody was stepping on my toes and saying, oh, well, because of me, or I helped you.
Or you should have done it this way.
Or you should have done this. Like, you never were able to feel that like
you had agency over your groups.
Yeah. So I definitely now, actually going back a little bit on going home and stressing over kids, I feel like now it's harder because working with Sebastian and us being together, it's hard because it happens even on the way home from work, at home, and we're just talking about our gymnast. And we're like, so we're on our way home and we're like, okay, how's practice? What do we need to do? What are we changing? What are we doing? Then we're in the middle, like we're about to go to bed, and we just randomly just start talking about like something that we're struggling on at work, or something that's going on at work. And then we wake up in the morning, and that's what we're talking about. Yeah. So
I wasn't planning on talking about this, but we're gonna dive into this now because we're here now.
Yeah.
It consumes you as a coach, because you're getting pressure from everywhere.
Yeah.
Whether you're a head coach or whether just a worker ant, like
yeah.
You're getting it from the kid, you're getting it from the parent, you're getting it from your other coaches. If you work under a head coach, you're getting it from the head coach. You want to do well. You're constantly thinking, what ifs? Oh, if only this would have happened, if this would have happened. Can you talk about how is it hard for you to leave work at work? Well, clearly you say that you talk about it all the time, so maybe it's not hard for you.
We definitely don't leave work at work.
Yeah, but like, is that bad? Is that bad for you? Does it affect your personal life? Or better yet, that's the question. How much of your personal life gets affected by your job?
I don't think we see it really as a negative thing, because we're both just as involved. And I think that is something that is very helpful and something that I looked forward to for a very long time. And I actually, when I first started working there, I was on my own in the way of like, I felt like I didn't have that support, and I begged him. And I was like, not only is this going to help our personal life, like, you know, traveling, because at the time he was going all the way to Cyprus. I was going to Discover. We live forever away from there. So it was a lot of gas money, a lot of driving, you know. And so with babies, so it was a lot of juggling happening. So then I finally convinced him. I was like, please come work with me. And I know he was just as invested as I was. So in that sense, no, I think we're both on the same page. And I think we're both as passionate on doing something. So, and making a change and trying to do better for our program, because we're both the head coaches of the program. So no, but at the same time, yes. And I think it's just, we have the same position as head coaches, but I also have the team director, in the sense of I have to take care of all the
housekeeping, back of house.
Yeah, all of
enrolling meets, talking to parents,
all of the administrative work, and that's also very consuming. I think I was up last night till like 1 a.m. doing registration forms because I was like, oh crap, I didn't do them all week and I have to do them
because you have
now.
compulsory season coming up.
Yeah, and so we had
luckily I don't have that.
So I had to register. So I don't coach all the compulsories anymore, because the team is growing, so I can't coach everybody. I have to let other people too. So right now I'm coaching just level 4 and up, but I still have to do all
it's a nice sweet spot there.
Yeah, but I still have to do all the administrative work for that. So sometimes I'm in bed and I'm still doing stuff on my phone, and like he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm working. And he's like, when are you gonna let go of your phone? I think it's time.